Hey everybody, welcome to Lisa's Art Room. Tonight we're going to be doing our final flip through of this rescued trash junk journal, and this one's all finished. You see it's quite hefty. It's a big one. I'm going to do a flip through of it, so y'all come in and say hi, let me know you're here. We are currently live on Facebook if you see the little red button at the top left. If not, you're catching a replay either here or over on YouTube. I'm going to see if I can get you guys pulled up so I can see chat as soon as it loads. All right. Hey Dawn, thanks for letting me know the sound is good. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's see, got a couple people on here. Sounds good. I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera up top so we can go ahead and get started on this. All right, 1 second. Sorry, catching the edge of my iPad. All right, there we go. That looks good. Lighting's good. I think about there. All right. So this was a junk journal that I did that was all made from trash around my house, junk, leftover supplies, things like that were normally you'd just throw in the recycling bin, or maybe you wouldn't, but I probably wouldn't. But it's stuff that's intended to be used once and then tossed. So we've got a lot of things in here. This is hefty. It ended up being 130 pages, which is pretty big for me. I don't usually go much over 100 pages typically, but there's a lot in here, and the junk is kind of bulky. It tends to be a little bulky, so it's a little bit bulky. It's not quite what I would call gator mouthed, but it's definitely close. So let's see. So this is a dangle I made. This dangle is made from various things around the house, or some paper beads. These are some little pop tops from my Red Bull cans, and then these are magazine cutouts that I have covered with glossy accents and put holes in. I'm gonna try to zoom a little. I can't zoom too much because I won't fit the whole thing. I think about there. Various set magazine images, paper beads, some ribbons, twines, even a old toy basketball hoop string, just various stuff. So it ended up being pretty cute. And the hook on it was from a lanyard that I had. This is just a little lanyard hook that I pulled off. It happens to swivel, which is kind of cool. And then I've just got it on an eyelet. So it just hooks in there like that. So it's removable, so if it gets in your way, it can be removed. This cover is from a birdseed bag. It is, that typical woven plastic stuff. I don't know what it's called. So that's the cover. It's got 3 birds on it. Got a goldfinch, a chickadee, and a cardinal. And then this ribbon was from wash rags. You know how when you get wash rags or things at the store, they are wrapped in ribbon. That's what that's from. So I won't tell you what everything's from, because if you want to know that, you can just watch all the videos. And all of the videos to this are on a playlist on my YouTube, so that you can find them easy, because Facebook's no longer saving our videos. They only save them for 30 days and then they delete them, which means any past videos I'm going to have to try to get moved over to YouTube. I probably won't get them all, to be quite honest. There's just too many, and they let you do a bulk download, but then I'm still going to have to download each and every one to YouTube, and that would take forever. So I will pick and choose which ones I want to put over there. And let's see. I'm just going to see if I can flip this up. There. So a lot of packaging in here, obviously. It's an orange package. This is a bookmark from a book page, and I've got a little bit of hand painting on there. Put a tag in there, whatever. I just threw that in there. A lot of this is a herb book that I had, and a magazine image. There's a lot of Amazon packaging. There's file folders. There's map. The paper bags that you get from the grocery store, things like that. Hey Angela. Hey Virginia. Let's see who else is on here. Okay, I think that's it for now. Some of the pages I didn't do a whole lot on. I left it for either journaling or, you know, attaching photos, or maybe you want to decorate the page yourself. So I try to leave some undecorated, you know, like you can still make a tag for there, because if I fill every single spot, then there's no room for you to do anything to it yourself. So just got a little skunk there. It's from a fortune cookie bag from Panda Express. That's a magazine image. And this red is from one of those paper flowers. What's it called? I don't have the word on here, but I think it's called fresh cut flowers. And it's basically a paper flower card kind of thing I bought for my daughter. And so I tore that envelope, or cut apart that envelope and made some stuff out of it because it was pretty. If I can get it back in here, I'm seating it crooked. Try to go straight. Oh my goodness. There. It's my left hand. I can't do it. And map page, and I made it into a pocket. So it's really two glued together. This is some handmade paper I did probably several years back. I'm not sure when I did that. And this is a pharmacy bag. And this one has some specimen cards with feathers. You can see through them. It's a strawberry leaf and a maple leaf. Made some specimen cards. And yeah, various book pages and magazine images, like this one for that area. This is some artwork by an artist I liked, Stephanie, what is her last name? I had more art from her. Let me see if I can find it real quick so I can tell you her name. There it is. Stephanie Law. So she was in my artist magazine. So I took a few of her images in here because I liked them. This is a junk mail envelope with some magazine images on it. And then I made this just a little journaling card on a cracker box with a magazine image that I thought matched. Can be used just, you know, to look at, or you could journal on the back of it with a jelly pen. I need a journaling space, calendar page. This is just painted. Also could do you could do a regular Sharpie or a jelly pen or whatever. I tried to leave lots of journaling space. So this is just some packaging from Echo Tools brushes, makeup brushes. Ginger candy package. This is actually a chicken package. Just liked it. Lots of interesting things in here that I found around my house. Card from, that was from scrapbook.com's magazine. And a painting I did on a book page. More magazine images. This paper is made out of tissue paper. I took 4 layers of tissue paper and did them together with some matte medium and let it dry, and it turns into a really interesting textural kind of paper. You can write on it. I tested it with all the different inks and it works fine for writing. And that's our middle spread. It's just a calendar image. And some more magazine images with just little tiny cards for journaling or whatever. And then we've got a little waterfall. Just flips up with various images from a calendar. It says, nature gives to every time and season some beauties of its own, and it's a seasonal theme on there. So I've got like different seasons. Tiger, a antelope maybe, I'm guessing. Orange package, some little chickies on a cracker box. This is some yarn I had that's sewed onto a book page, and you can journal along the lines if you like. Just keep it for a textural thing. It's cool. And then the other side I sanded, so it also kind of made lines on there. Magazine image. This is a Monet, and I turned it into a pocket, so you got another magazine image there. And then on the inside I just added a little piece of paper from a calendar notebook. And this is a image of a horse that I saw in a magazine, and I just had this little tiny image, and I decided to paint around it to make it look like it's a whole picture. It's really just a little bitty magazine image with some very loose painting around it. So that was fun. And that is I think it's a paper bag. And more magazine images. Some of the magazine images I covered with matte medium, so they're not shiny. Some of them I did not. It just depends. And this is another pharmacy bag. Let's see if what's in here. Nothing? Nope. Didn't put nothing in there. So that one's empty. And another map page pocket with some homemade paper. This time it's a pink one. And a little bunny rabbit. And it says, be sure and have tender feelings for poor harmless creatures. Nancy Luce. This is one of the file folder separator things. I'm not sure what they're called. They have little tabs. And then more handmade paper, Valdelia onion packaging. Most of the packaging is sewn on and then layered on something else so that it doesn't show on the other side. This one also has like a double pocket. So it's also got a pocket here. And a house with some paper I had sprayed with some mica stain a long time ago. I don't remember what I did it for. And that says, the smallest of things can make you feel like something is special about today. I just liked it. And that's the end of the first signature. On to the second signature. Just magazine. This is gessoed paper bag. Magazine into a little tuck with a little pocket. There's a little magazine butterfly in there. I thought he looked cute. And here we have a multi-pocket with several tags. And I tried to pick this kind of like a theme that's similar from the magazine. So they're all very illustrated looking. And this one was sewn. This is just a pencil cut out from my artist magazine, and I've painted a little bit of a shadow on there so it actually looks like you could kind of pick it up if you wanted to. It makes it look 3D. So if you're like me, you'll be like reaching for it. And just a map. Other side's just got some travel directions on there. And this is another one of those envelopes. On this one I didn't sew. I just glued various trims from magazines and added some. That's a calendar piece. And then just some note paper. And these are classified ads from the magazine. Just note paper. That was from that calendar book I had. It's like a, I don't know what you call it, like a, oh, I call it a to-do book, but I don't know what it is. What are those called? A planner? Like a little planner? Or like a calendar planner? I think that's what it's called. Another pharmacy bag. So this one I just stuck this little piece of scrap I found because I wanted to throw something in there. So do what you want with it. Magazine images. This is that Stephanie Laws. A little more of her art, which is just adorable. And this was a paper bag, a little hippo cutout, and I finally remembered to sew that on there. It's some tissue paper that was very plasticky. It wasn't really gluable on that side. The other side is like tissue, but the outside is very slippery. But it looks good as just an embellishment. I embossed it. And then calendar image. This is from a lemon package, some lemon drops, and made a card to go with it. And this one says, "Delight yourself in the little things." A lemon cutout I found somewhere. Calendar image, magazine, and put that on the calendar. An avocado bag, and then I found this painting that was an older painting. I can't read it. I don't remember who it was. And put that on just a grocery bag. I thought it kind of looked like avocados, but I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be. I have a feeling maybe it's supposed to be limes. I'm honestly not sure. Really don't know. But it looked like avocados, kind of. So I stuck it on there. And then this is, I call this on my lavender page. Got some lavender painting I did. And painted this. This is just a paper plate that I painted on. I was just kind of my test piece, but I went ahead and cut it out and used it. And various lavender images from Herb Book. And then this was from a magazine, I think, or maybe the Herb Book. I bet that was from the Herb Book. Put it on to a cracker box. And then some Epsom salt packaging. It's got like a little clear spot there. I thought, like the window on it. And that's our center spread for that one. And this is just a paper bag. I just went ahead and stuck it on there. It's a Whole Foods. It has just pretty design. On the other side of it, more calendar. There's a belly band. I need like a card or something. Belly band. I didn't put anything in there. And then a book page with some more yarn sewn onto it. And this is just a little collage of some magazine images onto a paper bag that I painted with acrylic paint that's real shiny. What is that stuff called? Fire Opal, I think. It's either this, no, it's not the antique copper. I'm pretty sure it's Fire Opal. I just don't see the jar. I think it's Fire Opal. It's real pretty. It's got a kind of almost a coppery rose feeling. And then another painting. And then another pharmacy bag. This one I just went ahead and I found that owl that I was looking for the other day. I threw it on the back of a Yogi tea box because I like the inside of the Yogi tea box. And the outside was this kind of yellow color that matched real well with him. So I threw that in there. Other side's just got chicken. It's just one of those pages they throw in, you know, your bills. It has all the different languages. And then another book page pocket. Got a pocket here and a pocket here. And this one I didn't sew. I just did little like sew dashes to make it look like it's sewn. And then I painted this on here using, this one was actually using a stencil I had. And I I kind of outlined the stencil and then I painted it by hand to make it look more like a painting. And more map, same thing on this image. Pocket, this one I did sew. Oriole, I think. Maybe, Baltimore Oriole. Maybe. And calendar note page again. This one I painted blue. I thought it worked well with the bluebirds on here. Magazine. That's the end of the second signature. And some blank spots here. Deer image. This is a junk mail envelope that I have turned into a pocket. It's backed onto one of those file folder things with some, this material here is from the birdseed bag, the top that you tear off. It works real well for holding things together because it's kind of fabricy. On the inside of this window, I've got, so this I put a slot and put a little bookmark. So this says read. It's just got a whole bunch of book images. And the other side's just plain. So that's the bookmark. The inside is from, it's actually from other envelopes that had a pretty inside. So that goes there. And then on the inside, there's a pocket. And I did a word search that I found. And it's got acetate covering it. Just some packaging acetate. And it can be written on and wiped off various ways. Like you could use a Sharpie and just go in and find a word. You know I'm never going to find a word. Do you see any words? Here's a word. Happiness. There we go. So you could go in, use your Sharpie, circle it or whatever, and then for Sharpie you would just use some alcohol and just wipe it right back off. And that way it's you can reuse it over and over. And if you didn't want to use a Sharpie, you could use like a Vis-a-Vis type wipe-on marker that works too. But I thought it was fun, just something fun to do. It's on the back of I think that was a credit card ad that I got, that type of card. So that's in there. Just added some flowers on here. It's just journaling space. Oops, I'm too far down. Journaling space on there. More just journaling space, some lambs. This one says, "One day in the country is worth a month in town." Christina Rossetti. And map page. More lemon packaging. This one's from some lemon candy. And put a lemon napkin on here. It's just on the back of some sort of a packaging. More of that tissue paper I made. And this one says, what does it say? The green things growing, the green things growing, the faint sweet smell of green things growing. Dinah Mullock Crack. I don't know. Yes, all these little sayings were out of that calendar planner I had. This one says, "Faith is the bird that feels light and sings when the dawn is still dark." And I got some bluebirds on a fence. And then this is some sort of packaging I had. I don't remember where it was from. And the other pharmacy bag. This one has just some cutouts from a LaCroix box, calendar, candy, tissue. And then on the inside, we've got that tissue paper, and I sewed on a Valentine candy on there. It's just mostly for looks, just something to look at. Calendar, and then we've got deer. The nature of every project is that it grows and changes, giving rise to new considerations to be addressed together. This is gessoed, so it can be written on. Yeah, a little mountain lion. And it's a pocket. There's nothing in there right now, but it is a pocket. Huey Louie's bag. And more gesso on the other side of that. This is a junk mail envelope and just some artist stuff. I did cut out these little paint brushes from the artist magazine. This painting was put on there. I think it's Claude Monet, if I remember correctly. And then the saying from one of those images of his says, "It's on the strength of observation and reflection that one finds a way, so we must dig and delve unceasingly." Claude Monet. There's a paintbrush on there. And on the inside is that painting that shows through the window there, and then there's some pretty paper behind it. And you could journal on that. Okay. So, and then that's the center of our last signature. And then magazine image says, "If you look the right way, you can see that the whole world is a garden." So I have this garden picture. And then this was just a little writing that they had for some sort of an art supply. I think it was like an art ink. And it just says, "It's time to rethink everything. Instead of building up shadows, you build up light. Welcome to an exciting new world where watercolors, acrylics, or pencils transform negative space into positive. Day is night, black is white." And I just liked it. I don't know. That was interesting. So I stuck that on there. Other side of the paper bag, a wolf calendar image, some packaging from scrapbook.com, a coconut cookie package. These are my favorite coconut cookies. They're gluten-free. And then some more magazine packaging on a cracker box. It's been painted with various Tim Holtz distress sprays. Same thing there. Lighthouse. And then this is just tea bag that's got a stamp on it. And then it's also got some of that tissue paper I made. And on the inside, I just stuck a little piece of that tissue paper I made for writing on. And on the other side, it's got the plant. And this is one of those printouts that you do on your printer when you're testing to see if it's aligned. So that's what that is. Right on the back of it. More map page. Hey, Deborah. Let's see. Here we have, these are from scrapbook.com magazine. And just some images I like. That's another one of those yogi packaging things. And it had a window in there, so just had that stick through. It says just a little note. And then this is a fold out with some various magazine images and then a calendar image on the inside. That was pretty. And this string came from that seed packaging also, and I just dyed them. So I had a bunch of that. And another one of those folder pages. It says, "No day is so bad it can't be fixed with a nap." Just had a little kitty cat there taking a nap. Amazon packaging, painted on it some flowers and a little bee. And it's just a pocket. I didn't put anything in it, but it's a pocket. And journal there and journal there, and that is it. And the back page has another one of those orange ones. I do have this pen, and this is got a little paper clip. This is a pen that I bought a bunch of. They're like little felt tip roller pens. I think they're roller pens. They write pretty good. They're not bad. They're fine. They're like 0.5. But I bought a few of these, so I'll probably be throwing them in with a few of my journals coming up. But you can just stick it on like that. You can hook it over the top. You know, whatever. I will include it with it. I'm not sure I'm going to put it on the inside because it is pretty bulky. So I will probably just add it to the package when I sell this. And then last but not least, we have our pocket at the top. And there are two. This one doesn't have anything, but this one right now has the writing board. So I've got the writing board, some magazine images. At some point in life, the world's beauty becomes enough. Toni Morrison. This has been waterproofed. It's got the Tim Holtz microglaze, and then it also has beeswax on it, so it's quite waterproof, and it's sturdy, so that if you have a spot that you want to journal on, you can put it there, so that, you know, if there's something bumpy on the other side, it doesn't bother you. That's what that's for. And it just fits in there. Okay, but that is the journal. It's a big one. It is big. I will be selling this. It is going to be $145. Like I said, it's a big one. It's 130 pages. So for a typical 130 page journal, I would probably normally charge like $165. But because it is all junk and I didn't have to buy scrapbook papers or anything for this one, I'm going to keep the price low at $145. So if you want this one, let me know. If I don't hear anything from anybody, I will be posting it on my website. So hopefully y'all enjoyed learning how to make one of these from just junk around your house. I found it interesting. I was honestly surprised I was able to come up with just so much stuff that I would normally throw away. So that was definitely a fun experience. So and honestly, if you buy it, it's like you're getting a little piece of me, because this is like, it's me in every essence of the form, because, you know, it's all my stuff, which is kind of interesting. But I don't really journal. I used to, but I really don't. So I probably won't be keeping it for myself. Well, I know I'm not keeping it for myself. So anyway, y'all take care. I don't know what I'm going to be doing next, honestly. I've got to figure out the next journal. So if y'all have any ideas of something you want to see. As far as supplies right now, I did get that Tim Holtz paper I bought that he had put up, his like vault paper. So I do have a bunch of that. So I might try to do something along that line. I was thinking possibly maybe like botanical or nature, you know, something like that. This was highly nature, but, you know, I don't know. I have that, and then I do have that Tim Holtz fabric that I could use with those. Like, it's this fabric here. I don't think I've done a journal with this. This journal I didn't do with you all. This is my idea journal. I just put ideas in, but I didn't do it with y'all. And it has like elastic so I can pull things in and out. But I might use this fabric if I do that, because I think I still have a bunch of it. So I don't know. I'm still debating, and I'm still trying to pick out a painting, guys. Gosh, I don't know why I have such a hard time picking out a painting. I really don't. Part of the problem is I have to have a reference that I have permission to use. So finding references can sometimes be a challenge. But I have some. It's so many. It's mostly birds. I have lots of birds. So it may end up being another bird. I have like a pelican. I think I might have another blackbird. I know I have like a starling. What else do I have? I was trying to find a rooster. I haven't done a rooster in a while, but I don't know. I don't have a lot of great ones. I might can find one, but I have a feeling it's going to end up being another bird. It seems like I just do a lot of birds. I don't know why. I like birds. But anyway, so I'll figure out something. I'll let you guys know what I'm going to do. And I will be back. We'll say Wednesday, as long as I can figure out something before then. So hopefully I can. And I'll see you guys then, or if not, at the latest Friday. I won't make y'all wait past Friday. Okay, y'all take care. Have a good rest of your evening, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye-bye.